Cuba, a beautiful Caribbean country, always remains surrounded in controversies, not because of its politics, its economy or anything, but because of the fact that it houses a man-made hell at its southern shore. Yes, you heard that right. Nestled on the sun-soaked shores of Guantanamo Bay lies a haunting symbol of human suffering and the erosion of basic rights. The Guantanamo Bay Detention Camp, with its stark contrast between idyllic scenery and the despair within its walls, has become a symbol of the harsh conditions endured by its detainees. In this video, we delve deep into the gripping and unique aspects of this secretive facility, throwing a light on its untold stories of suffering and resilience. Built and managed by the USA since 2002, the detainees of Guantanamo Bay face an environment characterized by extreme isolation, restricted communication, and limited access to legal representation. They live in small cells with minimal privacy and are subjected to strict monitoring, which perpetuates a constant state of anxiety and psychological distress. The lack of a defined legal process further exacerbates their plight, leaving many in an indefinite state of limbo. Denied the right to a fair trial, they live in perpetual uncertainty, unsure of their fate. The weight of not knowing when or if they will ever regain their freedom looms heavily, inflicting deep emotional scars that may never fully heal. Let us look at some of the alleged harsh conditions that the detainees face at this so-called detention camp, which makes Guantanamo Bay the most controversial prison in the world. Enhanced interrogation techniques. Detainees have reportedly been subjected to enhanced interrogation techniques, including waterboarding, which simulates drowning, and the use of stress positions, sleep deprivation, and sensory deprivation. These practices are aimed at breaking the will of detainees and extracting information. Extreme temperature exposure. Reports suggest that Guantanamo Bay detainees have been subjected to extreme temperature conditions, with some being exposed to extremely cold or hot environments as a form of physical and psychological stress. Prolonged solitary confinement. Solitary confinement, often for extended periods, has been used as a means of punishment and control. Detainees have been confined to small cells, deprived of human interaction, natural light, and proper access to hygiene facilities. Forced feedings. During hunger strikes, detainees who refuse to eat have been subjected to force feeding. This involves the insertion of feeding tubes through the nose and into the stomach, a painful and invasive procedure. Sexual and religious humiliation. There have been reports of detainees being subjected to sexual humiliation, including forced nudity and degrading acts. Additionally, instances of religious humiliation, such as desecration of the Quran, have been alleged. Indefinite detention. One of the most contentious aspects of Guantanamo Bay is the indefinite detention of individuals without charge or trial. Many detainees have been held for years, trapped in legal limbo, unable to challenge the detention or prove their innocence. A number of detainees who have been released from the detention camp have shared their experiences in the Bay. One of such detainees is Umar, who spent years confined within Guantanamo Bay, shares his story. Every day was a battle against despair. But within the darkness, I discovered the strength to endure. We formed a tight-knit community of support, finding solace in our shared experiences. After my release, I vowed to shed light on the atrocities committed within those walls and fight for justice. Guantanamo Bay is a paradoxical prison, where on one hand, palm trees sway in the tropical breeze, while on the other hand, detainees languish in cramped cells. The contrast between the vibrant hues of the Caribbean Sea and the sombre grey of the detention blocks is a jarring reminder that appearances can be deceptive. Behind the barbed wire and imposing guard towers, a complex web of harsh conditions engulfs those held captive. This was all for this video. Thank you for watching.